Hello everyone, in this video we are going to learn how to add Shopify customer details to MS Excel sheet. Suppose you want that as soon as a new customer is added in your Shopify account, automatically the details of the same customer should be added in the form of a new row in your MS Excel sheet so that you can create a good record of all the customers of Shopify. So how we are going to do this process automatically and effortlessly? For that we will have to set up an integration between Shopify and MS Excel. And to do the same we are going to use Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation and integration software. Now what we are going to do, we have Shopify in our trigger and MS Excel in our action. So we will be connecting both of them by using Pabbly Connect in such a way that as soon as a new customer will be added in your Shopify store, automatically the details of the same customer will be added in your Excel sheet in a form of a new row. And to learn this entire process step by step, let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn that how can we automatically record the details of our Shopify customers in MS Excel sheet. Okay, so let's start learning this process step by step. First of all, in order to create the workflow, we have to come on our browser and then we have to type the URL as pabbly.com/connect. When we do that, this will take us towards the landing page of this software. Here we can find two options, sign in and sign up for free. So now if you are a new user, you have to click on sign up for free button to create your free new account, and it will take only 2 minutes. Also at the time of account creation, you will get 100 free tasks to explore this amazing software. Now because I'm already an existing user, therefore I'm clicking on sign in. And this is the all app section of Pabbly. So here we can find all the products which are offered by Pabbly. To create this workflow, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's click on access now. And it will take us towards the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. So here we can find all the workflows which we have created. Now to create a new workflow, we have to click on this create workflow option given on right corner with blue color. So let's click on it, and here a dialog box has appeared in front of us. First of all, it is asking us for the name of this workflow. So here we have to enter the name which we want to give to our workflow. So I am going to enter the name as Add Shopify customer details in MS Excel sheet. Okay, so I have given a basic name to this workflow according to our objective. You can give any name according to your choice. Okay, now the next it is asking us for the folder. Okay, so here we have to select the folder in which we want to create and add this workflow. So I want to select home only. I want to add this workflow in home. Let's click on create. And we will find that two windows are open in front of us, which contains trigger and action. Trigger is the very first step of every workflow and the action is the followed step. So trigger and actions are the basic concepts or the building blocks of this entire workflow. So basically the workflow of automation runs on these two concepts, trigger and action. The trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. That means the action follows what the trigger says. Here, for example, we are selecting Shopify in our trigger and MS Excel in our action, and we want that as soon as a new customer will be added in our Shopify store, automatically the details of that same customer should be added in our Excel sheet so that we can create a record. Okay, so let's start creating this workflow. First of all, let's select our trigger application as Shopify, and in our trigger event we will select new customer because we want that this workflow should trigger whenever a new customer will be added in Shopify. And as we do that, we can find that a webhook URL is provided to us along with some instructions which we have to follow in order to connect our Shopify account with Pabbly Connect. So first of all, let's copy this webhook URL and then I will tell you exactly what we are supposed to do. First of all, let me take you to my Shopify account, and here we are on the customer section of Shopify. So to connect our Shopify account with Pabbly Connect, we have to go on the settings tab. And under that we can find the option of notifications. So after coming on notifications, we have to scroll down until we will find the option of webhooks. And here this is the option of webhooks. Now several webhooks are already existed here for different workflows. Now to create a new webhook, we have to click on this create webhook option. And then we have to enter the details. So first of all, it is asking us for the event. So our event is going to be, because we want that as soon as a customer will be created in Shopify, then webhook should capture the response. Okay, so we have selected the event. The format should be in JSON, and here in the URL section we have to paste the webhook URL which we have copied from Pabbly Connect. In the webhook API version, we have to select the latest one from the drop down, and after selecting all the details, let's click on save. So very easily our webhook is saved. Now let's go back to Pabbly Connect, and it is showing waiting for webhook response. That means we have to do a test submission by adding a customer in our Shopify store. So let me take you to my Shopify store. So this is the store, and in this store there are several products which the customers are going to purchase, okay, by creating their account. So in order to purchase these products, customers will have to basically create their account. So I'm going to show you the test submission here by creating an account of a customer, of a dummy customer, okay. So let us go on the account section, and here we will click on create account. And these are the fields which we have to enter in order to create our account, okay. So we will enter the dummy details, and in the same manner the customer is also going to enter the details in order to create their account so that they can purchase the products from our Shopify store, okay. So first of all, I'm going to enter the first name as demo customer, email. So I have entered a random email. Now I'm going to enter a random phone number also, okay, and a random password. So after entering all the details, let's click on create, and the account is successfully created, okay. So let's go back on Pabbly Connect, and here we can find that we have received the response along with all the details of the customer. So our customer is created. So as soon as the customer will create the account and enter into our Shopify store, the response of the same customer along with all the details will be captured here in Pabbly Connect, okay. And now we are going to add the same details in our Excel sheet to create a record of all our Shopify customers. So this is my Excel sheet which I have prepared, and it contains first name, last name, email, contact, address, and date of our customer. Okay, and the name of this workbook is book 10. So we are going to select the same workbook in Pabbly Connect, and I want that the details of Shopify customer should be added in a form of a row in this particular Excel sheet. Okay, so let's go back on Pabbly Connect, and we will select our action application as Microsoft Excel. And in our action event, we will select add row to worksheet. Click on connect. And from the given options, because we are making the connection for the first time, let's click on add new connection. And here we have to click on connect with Microsoft Excel. Now Pabbly Connect is asking us for the permission to access our Excel account. Let's click on accept. And the authorization is successful. So very easily our Microsoft Excel account is connected with Pabbly Connect, as I was already logged into my MS Excel account, okay. So you also have to keep in mind always to keep login to your MS Excel account before making up the connection with Pabbly Connect, as it makes the connection simple and easier. Now we have to enter the details. So first of all, it is asking us for the workbook, and as I have already told you that the workbook which I want to use here for creating this workflow is book 10. So we will select it by searching. So this is book 10. So our workbook is selected, and the next is drive ID. So the drive ID is also already selected over here. The next is worksheet, which is also selected as I have only created sheet 1. So it is selected automatically. The next is the details of the customers, okay. So basically we have to enter all the details which we have received from our Shopify response, and the same details we want to be added in our Excel sheet. So first of all, let us enter the first name. So instead of entering it manually, what we are going to do, we are going to use our previous response, Shopify, like this, and we will search for the data. So the first name is given over here. I have selected it and it is mapped. Okay, so here why I have used mapping instead of entering it manually, because I want that whenever a new customer is created in Shopify and the response is received here in Pabbly Connect, automatically these fields should be replaced with the new details of a new customer. Okay, but if we will enter it manually, then it will become static and it will not change with every new response. Okay, so therefore in order to automate the entire process, we use mapping. Now because we have mapped the data, it will change automatically according to every new response. Okay, so the next is last name. So we will map the last name also in the same manner. It is given over here. Okay, next is email. So let us map the email also. Contact number, address. Let us search if we have received the address here. City, no. So here I have received only the country in the form of address, so I am mapping it. You can map the full address if you have received it in response. Okay, the next is date. So we have also received the date from our Shopify response, but it is in the wrong format. Okay, so here we have received both the date and the time all together. So I do not want date and time in combined format. I only want the date. So what I am going to do, in order to format this date, I am going to use one more action step here in between, which is going to be date time formatter. Okay, so here I am going to select date time formatter by Pabbly. So this is a feature by Pabbly which allows us to format the date and time according to the requirements of our workflow. Okay, now in our action event we will select format date only because I only want the date. Click on connect. And here we have to enter the details. First of all, the date which we want to format. So this is the date which we have received from Shopify response, which we have to format. Okay, then the from format. So in from format, we have to enter the format of date which we have received. So we have received this particular format, that is year, month, date, hour, minute and second. And in the to format, we have to enter the format in which we want the date. So here I want the date in this format, that is year, month and only the date. Okay, so we have selected it. Now let's click on save and send test request. And we have received the response along with the date in the correct format. Okay, so we are going to use this response which we have received from date time formatter in order to map the date. Okay, now before moving forward, we have to click on connect again in order to refresh the connection. Okay, because we have added one more step in between. So let's go with the existing connection only. Click on save. And again, our Microsoft Excel account is connected with Pabbly Connect. So let's move on and now we will enter the date. Okay, so let's map the date which we have received from date time formatter. And because we have mapped it, so it will get changed with every new response. Okay, so now after entering all the details, let's click on save and send test request. And yes, we have received the response. So that means the data has been added in our Excel sheet. Let's go and check. Let us first refresh this page. And yes, automatically the details of the customer is added in this particular Excel sheet in the form of a new row. Okay, so I have formatted this sheet also. Now what we are going to do, we are going to check this workflow once again by adding a new customer in our Shopify store. And we will check whether automatically the details of a new customer is also added in this sheet or not. Okay, so let's go on our Shopify store again and again we will create one customer. Let me first log out from this account, and now I'm going to create a new account of a new customer by entering the dummy details. Okay, so I have entered all the details. Let's click on create. So the account is created. Now we will go and check whether the details of the new customer is added in Excel sheet or not. Let's refresh the page. And yes, we can find that automatically the details of a new customer is also added here. That means our workflow is perfectly successful. So let's go back on Pabbly Connect and we will summarize what we have done in this workflow. So here we have taken 3 simple steps, trigger and 2 actions. In trigger we have taken Shopify, and in action we have taken date time formatter by Pabbly and Microsoft Excel. And we have connected all of them by using Pabbly Connect in such a way that now whenever a new customer will be added in Shopify store, automatically the details of the same customer will be added in our worksheet in Microsoft Excel so that we can record the details of our customers. Okay, so and in between we have also used date time formatter by Pabbly so that we can format the date in our required format. Okay, so this was the whole workflow, and these are the steps which we have to follow in order to create this workflow by integrating all these applications. This was it in this video. I hope this was helpful for you. Thank you for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can easily integrate many other applications by using Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can easily email us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any query, you can easily reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you are having any pricing related issue with Pabbly Connect, you can easily reach out to the website given over here. Now, if you find this video helpful in any way, do not forget to share it with your friends. And also, please like our videos and subscribe to our channel to learn more such automation.